Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're about to get started with day 3 action. So we actually won the entire set yesterday overall, finishing first with our 74% round. Sadly, there was a little bit of a glitch, I guess, in getting the preliminary results at the end of the last video. Apologies for that. I mean, it's not on my end, but I do wish that we would have been able to see that in real time. But this was the overall session. So we finished with 74. Not as many big results as on day 1. And I think, day 1 was just kind of a little bit unusual in general. But so we have 3 players in the 70s, a couple of others in the high 60s as well. I actually noticed that Kai, one of the other bridge streamers, down here in 12th place, 68.5. Really nice set from him as well. I think he's doing okay overall as well. Not on my friends list, but maybe we'll have to change that. So overall, this is going to put us in 3rd place currently going into the final day. We do have a lot of ground to make up over the top 2 players to move up into first. One of them's averaging close to a 74, and I think that's just because of the relatively large day 1 that they had. Similarly with the player in second, they both had pretty big day 1s. Going down the list, there are quite a few people in the high to mid 60s. There's Kai down there in 14th place. Really nice showing. If he has a good 3rd day, he'll probably make it into the overalls. Looks like he's also in B. Actually, the guy in first is in B. Fascinating. But either way, we're going to do our best. The percentages generally tend downwards. So, if we get another 70, I think we're in great shape. Obviously, if we get like a 72 or 73, I think we'll pretty likely be the ones that end up coming out on top. If we finish in the high 60s, it wouldn't be so bad, but that would leave the door open for one of these guys to get, like a mid 60 and still clinch the victory. But we'll just do the best we can. I mean, still a lot of work ahead, 24 more boards. Let's get... Oh, wait a second. I just realized that maybe we should pull up the percentages. I know that we already saw them if you watched the last video, but these are once again the overall final percentages that we got. So we had the 100% result, which really isn't that surprising. Again, it wasn't even just that we got to no trump as opposed to, say, clubs or spades on this one. It was that East led the 10 of spades, which blew up the entire spade suit. And so we were able to score 4 spade tricks this way. So that was quite nice. 2 clubs down 4, actually 97%. I didn't look through all of the results yesterday. I'm a little bit curious what happened. Okay, 2 clubs down 3 happened quite a bit. So we did really well defensively on that hand, even though 2 clubs down 3 would still have been above average. But just lots of results in the 90s and 80s is really what cemented our score yesterday. I'm really disappointed by the very last board, 4 hearts down, down 1. I'm actually curious enough. I want to look at the Traveler and see what people did. People played in 3 hearts. How did they get there? What? People were passing 2 hearts, which, I mean, should show, like 8 high card points and tend to have a 5 card suit. Sometimes there'll be 4, but, like 8 or more high card points. So you just have a game force opposite that. We had mentioned the other day that, I knew before I bid it that sometimes the robots do insane things on these hands, but you can't just play your partner to not understand bridge. You're not going to be very successful at doing that. So, I would understand if people were raising 2 hearts to 3, if they just decided that maybe this hand isn't quite good enough, which obviously it really is, especially opposite a hand that's very sub-minimum for a 2 heart bid, and you still have good chances for game to make. In fact, quite good chances for game to make. So that's a little bit disappointing. There was 3 hearts by South, some pairs overcalled a heart. I don't think this auction's so crazy. I actually think this auction is perfectly fine. from south, and then north decides to go low with a 3-heart bid, which probably a little bit pessimistic, but I understand. Like, I think the players who did this actually not necessarily deserve their good score. 4 hearts is still a great place to play, but at least they didn't really make any errors in the auction. There's 3 diamonds. I don't know what's going on. People are being way too conservative with an excellent 17 count. I mean, they're afraid because they have 5 small hearts, but all right. Now that we've taken a look, let's get back into day 3. So we got 13 count. Partner opens a heart, and we would like to game force. I mean, the general modern style is to bid 2 clubs with these types of hands. That would generally be my preference. I do wonder in this best hand format if I should just do something else. We can't bid 3 now. That's a choice of games. That would show 3 hearts, so we can't do that. I guess bidding 2 clubs makes some sense. I mean, obviously, if we have a 4-4 spade fit, we would like to get there. And so bidding 1 spade would be the easiest way to do that. I'm just kind of hopeful that I can coerce a spade lead, because while there's no guarantee that leading a minor suit is going to be bad for our side, I think leading into the queen 10-8 of spades would be very helpful to me. So I kind of like a 2 club bid, but I do know that partner's default rebid is 2 hearts over this, not promising a 6th heart. And so we might not find a spade fit unless I bid 2 spades there, and then we could wrong side the no trump. Maybe it's not even wrong sided. Maybe partner declaring the no trump when I have ace 3rd, ace 4th in the minors is actually better for us. Maybe I'm leaning too far into this idea of like I want to get a spade lead into me. So maybe the auction, a heart, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no, 3 no is perfectly fine. Okay, let's start with 2 clubs. I mean, we could bid a spade. Partner might rebid a no trump. The good thing about bidding a spade, I think, is that partner might bid 2 hearts and that would show 6. It's really difficult in this robot system. Like, I have never found a positive way of playing this when you rebid 2 of a major as the default. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, even without the sophistication that I think most experts play, where 2 diamonds is like an asking bid or 2 diamonds is a waiting bid from opener over a 2 club 2 over 1. Even without that, if you're just playing 2 no as the default rebid with 5-3-3-2, like that to me seems pretty normal and fine. I've not had any issues playing that system. People are like, oh, you wrong side the no trump. Like, it happens so often. And like here, I think I've vaguely prefer to have partner declare the no trump, but you know, maybe West is on lead with the king 5th of diamonds and partner has queen doubleton and they lead a diamond and we win the queen at trick 1, and now we've just scored an extra diamond trick. Knock out the ace of hearts and claim 10 tricks or something like that. Anyway, I've been rambling. I think I'm going to start with 2 clubs, but I'm really uncomfortable with this 2 over 1 system because I've never found positive aspects to it, and it just seems to be all negative. But I expect partner to bid. Oh. Well, that happened. Okay. That is unexpected. I like how it says 7 spades and at least the king. All right. We need to start counting tricks, right, for the opponents. let's suppose spades are 7-4-1-1 around the table. Declare will get 6 spades because they'll be able to take a finesse. If they get one more trick via an entry to the east hand, that would be 7, and that would not make up for our game. Because I assume I can make 3 now. We might make 4 hearts. I mean, if I bid 3 now and partner pulls to 4 hearts, I'm just kind of questioning life, but that's something that I guess could happen, and we do have a pretty good hand for that. Could we make a heart slam? Partner's limited to 13 highs. Let's say they have 7 hearts, ace queen, king of clubs, king of diamonds. It's only 11 tricks. Clubs could be 3-3. It's possible we could make a hard slam. That seems very remote. So I think it is between trying to double. Is double penalty, first of all? It is. Because partner might lead a trump if we double. So even if dummy doesn't have an entry, Declare might still get the spade finesse, and it might be important for us to lead trumps at some point as well. To prevent a ruff, for example. It seems like a bit too much of a gamble to double 3 spades. I mean, if dummy has just the king jack of diamonds, sure, Declare might be on a diamond guess, and maybe they guess wrong and we get 500, but dummy could have king queen of diamonds. Let me count up the high card points. So if I think Declare has ace king jack of spades, that's 8. With my 13 is 21. If dummy has 5 king queen of diamonds, that gets us up to 26. So yeah, dummy would actually have to have a little more than just the king queen of diamonds. Okay, I'm not willing to risk that we collect only 300 when I think 3 no trump should be relatively easy. How confident am I in that 3 no trump is going to make? Maybe that's worth considering. Like, let's say hearts are 4-2. So partner has ace queen 5th of hearts. And let's give partner both of the minor suit kings, just for the sake of counting tricks, making things easy. So West can lead a high spade. They'll switch. Suppose probably too hard or something. We'll take 4 hearts, 2 clubs, and 2 diamonds is only 9 tricks. Maybe it's safer to just double 3 spades. We're gonna go plus. Maybe on a good day we get 500. You know, if East turns up with like both minor suit kings and the jack of hearts or something, and there's just no way to get to the East hand. Okay, let's double. Partner leads a heart. The 4 of hearts. Man, oh no, this is a very confusing lead. So, yeah, this is a really confusing lead. It could be queen empty 5th. So dummy hits with 7. So Declare has king jack 9 7th of spades. What is this heart lead? Oh no. I wish partner would have led the king queen of diamonds if they had it. I'm pretty sure they do. The robots hate leading from honors. Okay. If partner has the 3 and 2 of hearts, declare has a singleton. I guess it doesn't matter if I lose the king of hearts to the singleton ace, right? Yeah, it just does not matter. Because declare doesn't have multiple entries to dummy to set up hearts. If declare has ace doubleton, I think I should cover. Declare can win. Let's just play the king. Okay, spade to the ace. Low diamond. Because declare didn't play a heart back at trick 2, I think partner actually did start with 6 of them, so that makes it effectively impossible that declare has a singleton diamond, so I will play low. Diamond to the 10 and queen. Queen of hearts. Whoa! Partner plays back the 2 of diamonds. Jack. Ace. And rough. Partner. Partner, we need to talk about your opening lead choices. Queen, 5th of hearts versus king, queen, 5th of diamonds. Okay, we'll win the queen of spades. So dummy had jack 8, 5th of diamonds, and declare had singleton 10. We would have a diamond loser. I want to count tricks for a second. We would take 4 diamonds. We would take 1 heart. We have no spade tricks. And declare shape is 7-2-1-3. So I guess let's play back a diamond now. Also, why did declare play the spade suit this way? Leading the jack instead of cashing the king? Who knows? But yeah, it looks like we can just play back a diamond and declare probably sticks us in with a spade and we'll have to switch to a club anyway. But if partner has, you know, like for example, king, jack, 9 of clubs, partner can always exit a diamond at the end. Oh, just kidding. Looks like partner wanted to scoop up that king of clubs. I guess partner pitched a club. Is that what happened? Maybe that's what happened earlier. Maybe I missed a club discard. Oh no, dummy had 4. Partner had king, jack, doubleton. Okay. Yeah, we needed to be more productive about our cash out. Partner needed to lead the king of diamonds. I give a count signal, and then partner needs to switch to the club king. Club king, club to the ace, club rough. I guess that wouldn't help. We would set up the 4th round of clubs in dummy with the ace of spades as an entry. Maybe there's no way for us to get more than 300. Now, importantly, I don't think we make anything. I do think a lot of the field might just instinctively double 3 spades if the auction goes like this. Maybe not, though. Maybe some of them will look at queen 10 4th. So they do have a diamond stopper. even if we cash the king on the first round, East Jack 8 fourth will still stop the suit. So we have 4 diamonds. We have 2 clubs. We have a heart. We have no spades. That's 7 tricks. Even if East, say, leads a club at trick 1, which I don't think they will, they'll probably lead the Jack of Hearts. I mean, you should probably cash the Ace of Spades first, but maybe if you get really lucky with the defense, you can make 9 tricks, like set up the 5th heart somehow, but I think you're going to have way too much work to do given the 4-1 diamond split. Okay, looks like a good start. Board 2. We got 16. Looks like a pretty normal hand to reverse with, so I guess we'll do that. Again, 3 of a major preempt. Partner makes a negative double. This is a tough spot. Yeah, this is a really tough spot. If I knew partner had the club ace, I would probably trot out 3-0. Very uncomfortable to bid 3-0 without any help in the heart suit or any guarantee of the ace of clubs. Partner could have a heart card. It's very possible that partner could have queen third of hearts. Even jack third might be good enough if West leads a high heart at trick 1. I don't think 3-0 is so terrible, but we could easily be on for 6 of a minor. I wonder what they think 4-no trump is. It doesn't say anything. What do they think 3-no trump is? 11-15. That's strange. So, I guess options. We could bid 4 diamonds. Why would 4 diamonds show 5-5? Oh no. It's gonna be one of these hands, isn't it? Oh, this is a disaster. Why does this happen on every deal? Like, if we had longer diamonds than Claire's same length, or 5-5, I mean, we would open a diamond. Like, this isn't... It's not how bridge works. 4 clubs would just show, you know, like I don't have a heart stopper, and I don't have a spade fit. Well, this is a mess. What's 4 hearts? What do they think 4 hearts is? That's a little bit more descriptive. But I think over 4 hearts, partner's just going to bid 4 spades, and then we have to make a decision about what to do. Maybe we should bid 3 now. I mean, if we're never going to get partner to cooperate in any way, then maybe 3 no, just gambling on partner having heart stuff is the best gamble. If we're right, we win the board. And that has a lot going for it at match points. Because I think a lot of the field is going to be too afraid to bid 3 now. So they may well bid 5 clubs. I mean, that could be the winning action, of course. But... no trump does have a decent amount of upside. I mean, sometimes West doesn't lead a heart. Maybe West has king jack 10 of hearts and they just don't lead one at trick 1. East has queen doubleton. This is a bit of a mess. I think in general there would probably be a little bit too much offensive potential on this type of hand to bid 3 no with a sensible partner. I would probably bid 4 diamonds. Figuring that partner would understand we have a hand that's like worth a reverse. And I think just generally, like you wouldn't really bid 4 diamonds here if you had some generic 2-2-4-5 distribution. I think that type of hand would bid 4 clubs. if you're not willing to support spades and you're not willing to bid 3 no trump, I think 4 clubs is kind of your default bid. So even though like partner's negative double doesn't necessarily promise a club fit, you would probably just default to doing that because it's cheaper. So I think 4 diamonds really should show a good hand, and the implication would be that you have reversing strength. But we can't do that here because partner's going to play us for long diamonds. This is a tough one for sure. Like 3 no trump could be the right contract. 5 clubs or 6 clubs or 6 diamonds could be the right spot. I think it's hard for 5 diamonds to be the right spot, but possible. I mean, partner could have a club void or something like that. What a mess. I mean, this is definitely a gamble. If I bid 5 clubs, that's probably going with the field, and then maybe I have a chance in the play to improve my result from there above 50%. 3 no feels like there's one really bad way to lose, which is that partner doesn't have a heart card and West leads a heart and partner doesn't have the club ace. That's a lot of ifs. So that's what kind of attracts me to 3 no trump. I don't think there's any chance. What do they think 5 clubs shows, just for the record? 20 to 21 total points. I mean, we're probably in that range. Maybe there's a chance if we bid 5 clubs, partner raises to 6. It's not a good way to bid this hand. This is not what we want to do. I guess we could bid 4 hearts and then pull 4 spades to 5 clubs if we really wanted. Like, that I think would show the real club hand. 5 clubs I think is just like, I have long clubs and some extras, and you showed some values over there with the negative double. It doesn't have to show a huge powerhouse that's just shy of a 2 club opener. I'm really leaning towards 3 no. If we don't get a heart lead, I think we're in excellent shape. Partner could still have a singleton club, and it might be bad news for us, but maybe we decide to play a club to the 9. I'm going to give it a try. Okay, well. So, good news. We aren't making a slam. We can't make 6 clubs and we can't make 6 diamonds. We just don't have entries to set up the spade suit and, say, a club contract, for example, to ditch all of our diamonds. We can get 1 discard on the king of hearts, but that's it. I mean, maybe if East has king, jack, 10 or 3 diamonds and 4 spades, there might be some chance at a squeeze in 6 clubs, but more than likely that's not what's going on. Good news is partner has a heart card, so that's great. And we do have decisions to make, though. I mean, first decision is, should we play for 5-1 clubs? Should we worry about that? Because if clubs happen to be 4-2, we can just overtake the 10 of clubs with the king and play a bunch of clubs. If we're planning on finessing East for the diamond king, though, we can protect against 5-1 clubs by win the ace of hearts, club to the 10, diamond to the queen. But sometimes West has the diamond king. Do I think the odds that West has the diamond king are more than the odds? You know, West didn't even lead a heart honor. Let's see what East plays at trick 1. They play the 10. Queen, jack, 9, 7 of hearts, I guess. Why would West underlead queen, jack, 9 against this auction? I don't know. But they did. So do I think the odds that clubs are 5-1 outweigh the odds that diamonds are... The king of diamonds is offside? I think the answer is no. But I still have this lingering question of what am I planning to do later in the hand? Okay, maybe we should analyze this from a different perspective. If clubs happen to be 4-2, the people in 5 clubs are going to win the ace of hearts, play a club to the 10 probably, ruff a heart back to hand, start pulling trumps. East will get in. East might switch to diamonds. I guess you could stick in the diamond queen at that point. So let's suppose that that everything goes the way they want, and they get to pitch a diamond on the king of hearts, they get to knock out the club ace, and they get to take a diamond finesse. Maybe even take 2 diamond finesses, play East for either the jack 10 or the king. So they'll lose a diamond and a club. They'll be plus 600. If we can get 630 without too much effort when clubs are 4-2, I think we should just play for that. And then we'll decide about the diamond finesse later, but I think we might end up rejecting the diamond finesse just to safely lock in 630. Because I do think a lot of the field is not going to rebid 3-0 with these cards in this auction. So if we take 5 clubs, 2 spades, 2 hearts, and a diamond, that's 10 tricks. I think let's just lay down the club king. And probably reject the diamond finesse. I mean, we'll see how the defense goes, but East is going to return a heart when they get in. Okay, let's do it. King 3-10. East thinks for a while, plays the ace. Yeah, the heart comes back. We'll pitch a diamond. West puts up the jack, not the 9. Fair enough. I think I'm going to duck. It doesn't really cost, and we may well have a squeeze against East later in the play. Oh, West just switches to a diamond, so that does at least resolve this problem. Let's try the queen of clubs. Clubs split. We have the rest, 660. Diamonds were king, jack, 10, 4th. West did have the 10 of spades. So we almost had a squeeze for a 12th trick if I had won the king of hearts and hooked the diamond queen, but West could have held on. Not true. I actually would have had all 12 tricks if I had won the king of hearts and finessed the diamond queen. But again, I kind of mentioned that I was not prepared to do that. It just did not seem worth it. So I'm happy with 660. I think it's fine. But yeah, we would have had a double squeeze against East-West in spades, with spades as the middle suit. Anyway, hopefully that's a great result. I mean, 690 would obviously have been kind of a tippy top on that board, but I think we're doing okay with 660. Board 3, we got 16, we'll open no trump. 2 spades, spades and a minor, pass back to us. The opponents are unfavorable, so unless we really believed that we were making something on this hand, which I don't, it just doesn't make any sense to compete. If they're making, then sure, maybe we have a save, but I just don't have the shape to go for it. And if they're going down, we may as well just collect plus 100 rather than probably going minus 50 or minus 100 ourselves. We could balance with double takeout. I like how the takeout double promises 4 to 5 hearts. I don't understand why that would be the case. That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy to me. Anyway, we're going to let this one go. Try and defend and get as many tricks as we can that way. 2 of hearts lead, could be 4th best. Although declare puts up the queen, so I think it's pretty unlikely that it's fourth best. West should spades in a minor. It could be clubs or diamonds. We probably want to play low here. This can't really be a singleton lead, so it's very likely to be from 3 small. If we go up with the king, declare could go heart to the jack, heart rough, and eventually get back to the clubs to run the heart suit. Even though I think it's somewhat unlikely that that's how the play is going to develop, that would be a thing to consider in the future, and we're always losing 2 heart tricks. May as well block the heart suit, force declare to use their entry immediately, rather than once they have more information in the play. I think. Yeah, we'll play low. Declare does lead a spade to the ace, and another spade. So partner started with queen third, it looks like, in the spade suit. Partner has nothing in hearts. Partner has the spade queen. Partner has nothing in clubs. I guess I'm going to play partner for diamond stuff, even though that may well be declare's suit. So I think we want to lead a low diamond, see if we can get partner a diamond rough here. So let's do it. Okay, diamond to the queen king. Club comes back to the king. Diamond, queen, king. Now a club switch. That's a little bit odd to me. Maybe I've misguessed the situation and declare actually has clubs. Maybe declare is like 5-2-2-4. I mean, in that case, I guess I can go ace of diamonds, diamond. Declare plays ace and a spade. Would they ever do that with ace fourth of spades? I think the answer is no. That feels like a really bad play to make. So I think declare does have 5 spades. I mean, it's possible the diamond switch cost a trick because declare had like queen jack third and couldn't have picked up the suit because they were short on entries. But if they had that, they would have used their heart entry and club entry to lead diamonds up, right? Spade to the ace and a spade. I mean, spade to the ace and a spade is what you do when you're afraid of roughs. That's what made me think a diamond switch was right. So I think I am going to win the ace and go ace of diamonds, diamond. I mean, if declare started with queen jack 10 fourth, like, I'm not really gaining anything by doing this because I have 2 natural diamond tricks coming. They don't have the entries to lead towards the jack 10 of diamonds multiple times. Yeah, I'm just going to go ace of diamonds, diamond, and hopefully this works out. Kind of as expected. All right, club to the queen. Declare does rough a club, so we get 1 more trick, but declare has the winning diamond. So I don't think we could do better than down 1. I mean, not when partner leads a heart at trick 1. I think if partner was leading anything at trick 1, it probably should be a club. King of diamonds is not a bad lead. I mean, king of diamonds would beat it too, and I'm not just trying to be resulting. Like, your partner's open a strong no trump. Your partner's likely to have values in every suit. I think I've mentioned this before, but maybe not in this event, that you tend to want to lead away from strength because you need so much less in the suit for it to be productive. And here, if partner just has the ace of diamonds, you go king of diamonds, diamond to the ace, diamond rough, cross back to partner's hand, maybe play a 4th round of diamonds, and you get lucky, which is exactly what happens here. Although maybe it's not as simple as I'm making it out to be, because North is going to have to ruff with the... No, they can ruff the third diamond low and then ruff with the 9 of spades, and we still have 2 natural spade tricks. We'll have taken the first 5 tricks, and we still have 2 natural spades coming for plus 200. Anyway, how would we have done in 3 clubs? I guess I'll pull up the hand while I talk about it. I think someone made a complaint about that previously. So in 3 clubs, we would lose a spade, 2 hearts, a club, and there's a lot of work to do. I mean, if West gets off to ace of spades and a spade lead or something, then it looks like we'll probably go down. West will probably get off to the queen of diamonds lead, but there's still a ton of work to do to make the thing. Because the ace of hearts is offside, you would have to play a heart to the 9, and that is not so obvious to do. Like, if you play a heart to the 7, it's going to lose to the 8, and then you might play a heart to the king on the next round. I mean, maybe you pick off ace doubleton of hearts after getting very fortunate and pulling trumps. Maybe West switches to ace and a heart at some point. I don't know. 3 clubs could make, but I'm pretty happy with plus 100. I think it's a challenging contract to make. We have 15 count. A diamond pass comes around to us. I think we're too good to balance a heart. So I think we double and plan to bid 2 hearts when partner bids a spade. Okay, partner bids 2 spades. I'm going to bid 3 hearts to show a good heart suit, supposedly. I mean, I'm not thrilled about doing this with ace 10 fifth, but we needed to do something more than just balance a heart. 4 hearts from partner. Hopefully we got to not a 5-2 fit. Okay, partner has 3 of them. That's good. And look at that. Partner doesn't have their bid. Partner has a 1 spade bid. Remember, we made a balancing double. So partner should... This is so different from yesterday, where like we made a direct seat takeout double and partner with a 6 count jumped. Well, effectively jumped. I mean, they made a free bid a level higher. All right, anyway, king of diamonds lead, king from ace king. Hopefully the king of spades is on side. Otherwise, we're not going to be too thrilled about the result here. 2 rounds of diamonds, queen of diamonds. This is not really the way that I wanted the defense to start, because with West having all these diamond honors, it's very possible West has ace, king, queen of diamonds, and queen, jack of hearts, jack of clubs, no king of spades. Hopefully that's not the case, though. In terms of how do we want to play the trump suit, though, I think that's our next objective. I suppose a heart to the 9 makes a lot of sense. West is a little bit unlikely to have 4 hearts. I think West is also pretty unlikely to have a singleton, because that would give West... I mean, they could have a 12 count or 13 count missing the queen, jack of hearts. It's very possible. We have a bit of extra work to do if hearts happen to be 4-1, but I think I'll leave that problem for later. Yeah, let's play a heart to the 9 right now. I don't think there's a ton of risk in doing this. East wins the jack. After a long think, switches to a club. When the ace, I think we can just pull trumps now. Don't need to be all that careful. We can always take 2 spade finesses later. If West covers the jack of spades, we win and crush the 10 with the queen. The 9 of spades will be high to pitch a club. All right. No, dude. I hate this. Oh, I hate this so much. It feels terrible, not because we went minus, but because when we looked at those hands from yesterday's set, people were just massively underbidding their hands. So I think a lot of people are going to balance with one heart. And that might pass out. And they're just going to go plus. I mean, this is the second time now we've gotten to kind of an excellent game in a balancing situation with, I mean, I'm not even sure I would call this less than game values. We have 24 between us and an 8-card heart fit with no wastage in diamonds. And all we need is a finesse through opener to make the game, and it's just offside. This might not be our tournament again, but it's one board. Keep going. Partner opens heart, 2 clubs on our right. Stop doing this, please. I hate when the robots make these bids. It just makes me so uncomfortable. I think we have to show our limit raise. We have ace king third of trumps. The king of clubs is not necessarily an awful card. I mean, we could go low and bid 2 hearts and just treat this as a bad hand because, you know, a partner will overvalue their Stingleton club and just accept game on a lot of hands that are not fitting with us. But ace king third of trumps is such a huge holding. Oh, partner has 11. You know, maybe, hold on, wait a second. Maybe I should think this one through. What sort of hands can we have game where partner has an 11 count? I mean, obviously if partner's very distributional, we could have game. But that does majorly limit the chances that game is going to be the winning decision. Because now we have 22 combined highs, and the king of clubs is not getting its full weight. I think I will just bid 2 hearts with that idea in the back of my mind. All right, queen of diamonds lead. So, like, could game make? Of course. It's very possible. Looks like we can set up a discard for a diamond loser. Actually, game might have pretty good chances on this lie of the cards. Partner's hand is just a little bit too good fitting, especially with the spade honors. But we haven't made it yet. I think our first step is going to be to lead a club to the king, though. I could presume that this is from shortness and instead try and pull trumps. But I think what I actually want to do is I want to win the ace of diamonds, lead a club. If East wins and continues a second diamond and we can win the king, we cross to the heart ace, pitch a diamond on the club king, and then probably run the jack of spades. This just seems like too good a line of play to pass up, so let's do this. Okay, another club comes. I think we should definitely play the king. I mean, there's no way East is leading low from queen jack here, so we'll pitch our diamond loser. Now what? If West has the queen of spades, we only need 1 spade ruff. And if East has the queen of spades, we're just going to force out the ace and queen on our own. So I think we can definitely pull 1 round of trumps and then run the jack of spades. I mean, this was basically the line of play I was thinking about taking anyway. I'm trying to think if there's anything clever I can do if East has queen third of hearts. I believe the answer is no. Not without taking some unbelievably large risks. Like, I could play for 3-3 diamonds, right? I could play a diamond to the king, run the jack of hearts on the first round, heart to the ace, ruff the diamond suit good, back to the king of hearts, pulling the last trump, cash a diamond, pitching a spade. But I still have... Yeah, I mean, I still need to take a spade. I mean, either way, I'm running the jack of spades at some point, and I think I'm just going to cash a heart in case something goes wrong here. I don't know what could go so wrong, though. Like, East is not 6-5 with two singletons in the red suit. So, you know, if East Queen of Diamonds lead was a singleton, then the only reason pulling a heart would be correct is if we strip East's only heart. Maybe I should just run the jack of spades immediately. I guess the problem comes if it goes jack of spades to the queen. Spade to the ace and a spade back ruffed with like the 9 of hearts. I don't know. I'm going to cash one heart. Let's see what happens. 9 of hearts from west, 6 from east. 3 of hearts is missing. Now the jack of spades to the queen, king, ace. Now a diamond. So yeah, we're at this point where I think I'm just going to play a heart to the king and then ruff a spade. Like, if diamonds are 3-3 and East has queen third of hearts, then we can ruff the diamonds good. Heart to the 8, diamond ruff, heart to the king, but it's just... Like, if I play a heart to the 8 and it loses and West plays back a third trump, then that's not great. Also, if I play heart to the 8 and it loses and West plays back a diamond, I have to ruff. East might pitch a spade. I don't think that can cost. East could be... I mean, I guess East could be 2-3, 2-6, but then I think the defense would have gone differently. Heart to the king does feel like a little bit safer. If I play a heart to the 8 and it wins and West follows, it doesn't cost me to ruff a diamond. Even if East over ruffs, then I can just ruff a spade because they're out of trumps. Maybe it's fine to take a heart finesse. No, we decided if West had queen third of hearts, it's really bad, right? We take a heart finesse, West wins and plays back a trump, and then we don't get our spade ruff. Okay, no, we should just top up with the king. They get one more trick. It was queen third of hearts, so at least that's fortunate that the queen of hearts is offside. But with everything working, East led queen doubleton of diamonds. How silly. 4 hearts is going to make. I think it probably will at a lot of tables. This has not felt like a good start to the set. See if we can turn things around. We got a 16 count. Gonna go down the middle. 2 clubs from partner. So partner doesn't have to have 4 spades. I'm gonna bid 2 hearts. This is a hand that would just play better in hearts if they were trumps. Now partner has 4 spades, and I'm sad that I bid hearts. I am now thrilled that I bid hearts. Look at this club lead. What a silly thing to do from our left-hand opponent. Okay, let's count our tricks. So we have 5 clubs, presumably, unless this opening lead is a singleton. 5 clubs, 3 hearts, and 2 diamonds, or 5 clubs, 3 diamonds, and 2 hearts is 10. And the opponents can cash ace, king, ace when they get in. I don't think there's much that I can do to prevent any of that. All right, let's duck the club. Win the ace. And let's... I guess I'm going to lead a heart towards the jack. Maybe West makes a mistake of hopping up and switching to diamonds or something like that. All right, the jack of hearts holds. I think we do need to test the clubs at this point. If clubs happen to be 4-1 offside, then we really need to preserve this queen of diamonds entry to the long club. Guess let's set up our heart. A heart comes back. Yeah. That's really crazy from West. Unless East is the one with the missing heart. I guess they could be. I wasn't paying that careful attention. All right, time to cash out, I think. Spade discard, diamond pitch is good. Another diamond pitch. I mean, I guess that means West started with the long diamonds. No, they just gave me an extra diamond trick for no reason. And West had the 9 of hearts. I mean, what was West's plan if I started with 5 hearts? They just blew a heart trick. I don't understand what happened on the defense, but we'll take 460. I mean, that feels good, finally. That finally feels like... like we got a good result after a couple bad ones in a row. Board 7. We got 16. We'll open a no trump again. All pass. We get the jack of clubs lead, and this is not the dummy I was hoping to see. But this time the entire field's going to be here. So we'll see if we can manage to do a little bit better than them. Jack of clubs lead really should mean that I can set up a 3rd club and dummy. I might not be able to get there, but I should at least be able to score or set up the 9 of clubs, because it's either going to be Jack 10 3rd. Well, they lead low from Jack 10 3rd, so it's either Jack 10 doubleton. I guess it could be Jack doubleton. That would be awful. But if West has made any sort of sensible opening lead, it's going to be Jack 10 4th, Jack 10 5th, or Jack 10 doubleton, all of which I can just play the ace-king, dropping a doubleton honor in one of the hands, and then exit the 8 of clubs. We can, of course, work on the diamond or spade suits. I am actually rather tempted to lead a spade at trick 2. I think there's a decent chance that West with like king jack 4th or ace jack 4th or queen jack 4th hops up with an honor, and then we steal a spade trick out of thin air, even when the suit's 4-2. So let's try that. I mean, obviously we can work on diamonds and set up a trick by force, but I think we'll have plenty of time. That might not necessarily be the case. I mean, if they do defend perfectly, but it's not going to be so obvious to them how to defend on this hand. All right, let's win the king, lead a spade. All right. Less effective than I'd hoped. Ace of spades. Queen of spades. Okay. West has pitched a few diamonds. I guess I have to pitch a diamond. I need to keep that 9 of clubs to protect the suit. Get heart switch to the king. This is not exactly going the way that we wanted. All right, time to try a diamond. Now a club comes. Okay, let's play the ace. Suppose I'll unblock the jack of diamonds, not that it matters. They play back a club, or they play back a heart, so we're down 2. Yeah, jack 10, double 10 of clubs. Nice lead, guys. I mean, queen 5th of diamonds would not have been that effective. Oh, it was stiff ace. We almost did okay. We almost picked off the stiff queen. It's too bad. I don't think that we could have done much better on this one. Spades being 4-2 was a little bit of a shame. All right, board 8, pass, a heart on our right. We have 18, 19, in fact. Jack double 10 of spades. I almost missed. Well, we gotta start with double. I think the plan is to double and bid a no trump. I'm not too happy about my heart stoppers, but this is not really a single suited club hand. So let's double. We'll bid a no trump. Partner bids 3 no. And we get a heart lead, of course. Okay. Wow, what a hand. Lots of options. It's good news for us, but that does mean that we have a lot of work to do in figuring out the best line of play. So if we were playing imps, we would just take our 9 tricks. 2 hearts, 2 spades, and 5 clubs with the help of a club finesse. In match points, there's a lot of extra considerations here. I think let's start out by winning the king of hearts and lead the jack of spades. West is pretty likely to cover if they have the queen, mostly because it's a robot. I think this is one of those spots where human opponents would probably not cover. But it's very risky for the robots to not cover the jack of spades because that could just be an extra trick for us. So if West covers, that's great. We get our 3 spade tricks. If West doesn't cover, then I guess we hop up with the ace, take a club finesse, and then we have some thinking to do. If East has king double 10 of clubs, we probably want to use our extra spade entry to lead a diamond up towards the king. We could go ace of clubs, the king falls, run the club suit, spade to the king, and then a diamond up. And we'll take a 10th trick that way, which could be very valuable. But I think the first couple of tricks are kind of planned out. We'll think about what to do from there. So let's put up play the 10 of hearts. A lot of times in these situations, it tends to be right to just play a high spot card from dummy, because this will restrict East choices about what they can do at trick 1, and it will therefore make West a little bit less clear as to, or West will get less clarity as to what's going on in the heart suit itself. Like if we play the 8 of hearts and East plays the 9 and we win the king or the ace, West is gonna kind of suspect that the partner started with queen jack 9. If we play the 10 and East plays the jack, West isn't gonna know what's going on. So we'll play the 10. East plays the queen. Wow. Okay, so West has the jack of hearts. Worth noting, West didn't take action over our takeout double, so let's win the king. All right, jack of spades. West plays low. We've already talked about this. We're just going to hop up with the ace. Okay. Yep. Well, that's unexpected. So spades are 6-1. Wow. All right, we'll take a club finesse. 7-5, Jack 8. Someone has the 3 clubs, and whoever it is, I don't think East has King Doubleton anymore. So I think we should cross back in spades, cash the 10 of spades, and take another club hook. That seems like the plan. Clubs could be 4-1 with West having a singleton. East has King 9 4th. Very possible. Or West has 8-3 Doubleton. I think those are the 2 options here. So we'll play a spade, win the 10. East pitches a heart. We also don't know about the heart count. I mean, West with 4 hearts probably would have bid something, especially Jack 4th of hearts, and 6 spades. So maybe East has a lot of hearts over here, and they just didn't feel comfortable bidding 2 hearts when their partner passed over the takeout double. Cash the king of spades. East pitches another heart. And we'll take the club finesse. East covers with the 9, and West does show out. So not much to do. We'll just knock out the king of clubs here. I'm wondering if it would be more effective to go ace of clubs club or just to exit a low one. I think I'm going to go ace and a club. It gives a bit more info to West, but East already knows about this card, and East is going to be the one getting in. And I mean, I would like East to try and get their partner in diamonds. West has pitched a spade, so it's looking a little bit less likely. West has pitched another spade. But yeah, if East is able to go... Okay, they don't. They play a heart back. We can cash the 4 clubs. West pitches a diamond, East another heart. I guess I'm exiting the king of diamonds. I don't really see how it helps either way. East wins the ace. Cashes a heart. And West has a spade. 400. I don't know about that one. Probably pretty flat. I mean, I guess people could get greedy and run the jack of spades, but I don't think people are going to do that. A lot of people just don't play match points, and so they'll treat the contract as imps. They'll see the 9 tricks if the king of clubs is on side and just play for it. And they'll take the same tricks we did. Okay, board 9. Partner opens a club. We've got 13. And I guess we want to be the ones to declare no trump with our king, queen, 3rd of hearts here. Ace Doubleton of spades, also a useful holding. I suppose we could just bid 3-0. And this wouldn't be a terrible bid even if partner was unlimited, but since we know partner's limited to 13 highs, this feels like a pretty natural thing to do. I mean, if partner could have, a 19 count with a good club suit, then jumping to 3-0 trump might cause us to miss 6 clubs. But I'm just going to bid 3-0 here. Let's not clue the opponents into the fact that we have diamonds. We get a heart lead anyway. Okay. Well, we have a decision about which suit to try and set up. Do I want to do math? I normally just don't do math when I'm playing robot events, but this might be an important hand to actually do some math. Diamonds are stronger, but clubs are longer, and so it looks like we have entries to do basically everything we want. That's not exactly true. Playing on diamonds actually gives us a lot more flexibility in our entries. Like if we overtake the Jack of Hearts and lead a club to the Jack, and it loses to the Queen, and then a heart comes back, we're not actually in very good shape. Because we're in the wrong hand, and if we use a spade to the ace to get back over to play a club up to the king, then... I mean, we might have stranded our heart suit. They'll probably play a third round for us anyway. But we've also kind of weakened our spade holding. Whereas if we win the Jack of Hearts and play a diamond to the Jack... they win, whether it's the Queen or the Ace, we're going to be in the right hand to lead a diamond once they play a second heart. Obviously, they might switch to spades or something, but I think they're pretty likely to just play a second heart at trick 3. So what are the good layouts in the club suit that help us? I mean, if West has the Queen of clubs, doubleton a third, that's great. We do play a club to the Jack, but then when they play a heart back to the Ace, we can just duck the next round in the suit. And we're in excellent control. We probably won't be able to set up a diamond trick in time. They'll get to their hearts first, but at least we'll have set up the clubs for 3 tricks. 3 clubs, 3 hearts, and 2 spades, so that's only 8. So the diamond suit offers an extra possibility that we might just score 4 tricks in it. If East has Queen third of diamonds, or Queen 9 doubleton, we could just score 4 tricks. Taking 2 diamond finesses, that would give us 9 tricks immediately. Whereas to pick up 4 tricks in the club suit, it would need Ace Queen third on side. Okay, maybe it seems like just playing on... playing on diamonds was my first instinct. And I think that was more to do with the entry situation than how many tricks I was taking. But after counting tricks... I mean, we have a pretty good chance of taking 3 diamond tricks anyway. If the 9 falls doubleton or third, then whatever we do is going to take at least 3 diamond tricks. Okay, I think I'm on board with this plan. Jack of Hearts, diamond to the Jack. Maybe diamond to the 10. Let's try diamond to the 10. Two diamonds is a good sign. West playing the Queen is not really what we wanted to see. Okay, West had Ace Queen third, so it kind of didn't matter what we did. Well, if hearts happen to be 4-4, you know, I spent a long time thinking about the hand and I didn't pay any attention to the heart spot cards. So I'm going to be completely in the dark as to whether or not the hearts are 4-4. We would have a chance to try and pick up the hand by guessing the club suit. But it obviously comes with risks, which is that if hearts are 5-3 or if both club honors are offside, well, if hearts are 5-3 and both club honors are offside, and East is the one with 5 hearts, we might go down 2 rather than just cashing out. I mean, I guess if hearts are 4-4 and East has Ace Queen 10 of clubs, or Ace Queen 9 and West on blocks when I lead a club up, we could go down 2 as well. They take 3 clubs and their heart. But it's probably worthwhile to just lead a club up at this point. We'll pitch a club. East plays the 10. Hmm. So if I wanted to guess what's going on in clubs, I would probably lead a club to the jack. I guess that's what I'm going to do. Club to the jack. I think there's a decent chance that just everything's offside. East has the ace queen of clubs. West has the ace queen of diamonds. All right. West tops up with the ace, and do they have two hearts to cash? Yep. All right. Down one. Minus 50. It's too bad. I mean, we're always getting there, and we'll probably get there from any auction that we start. Maybe partner ends up declaring, but I guess a spade lead from East is also still not great for us. Queen of clubs is offside, so fortunately people who play club to the jack are not going to get super lucky and end up with 4 club tricks. All right, minus 50. Well, we did our best. 14 count. We get to open to no trump. Finally, we have one that we can get to a bit of a different spot than the field, although maybe not this time. Partner's hand, I think, regardless of what we do, is just going to bid 1 spade, 2 spades, a diamond, a spade, a no trump, 2 spades. Unless partner passes a diamond, in which case I have no idea where we're going to land. We might play a diamond. Vulnerable. That would be a terrible spot to end up. King of spades lead. I mean, it could be singleton king. Very frequently, the robots just have stiff kings and trumps and they lead them. Could be king, queen, doubleton. King of spades to the 2. I guess I'll play for king, queen, doubleton, lead a second spade. I mean, if East gets in and switches to diamonds, I don't think it's bad for us. If East gets in and switches to hearts, we're already planning to hook the jack of hearts, but I don't really want to lead myself. I mean, I kind of want to try and diamond to the king, see if I can score a trick that way. Okay. King, queen, doubleton. Get club switch to the king. Play low. Ace of clubs. I will unblock to try and get an entry over there, I think. I mean, I have the king of hearts as an entry. All right, we'll unblock. Queen of diamonds switch. Interesting. You have to imagine West would have led a club if they had 5 of them, so I don't think there's any risk in West giving their partner club rough. I really don't think the ace of diamonds is on side with East defending this way, but I mean, maybe they've masterminded this whole thing. I'm just going to play a low diamond, though. This kind of gives us the added benefit that if West does overtake the ace of diamonds to try and give partner club rough, which they don't, then our king of diamonds would have set up. Okay, West pitches a diamond. So we have a couple of options. We could play for a squeeze against West if we think West has the ace of diamonds and 4 hearts. They followed to 3 clubs and 2 spades, so it's possible they have that. Play another spade, pitching another diamond. East and West both pitch diamonds. Another spade, pitching a heart. East pitches a heart. West throws a club. Okay. Let's try and think. So West would have started with... Man, East pitched a heart. That's an error, right? Because if West really started with the queen third of hearts... So West started with 2 spades, 4 clubs now, we know, on that club discard. They've pitched 2 diamonds and followed once, so they would have started with 4 diamonds to the ace, assuming West has the ace of diamonds. So East's heart discard would have been a huge error. East could have just kept like 10 third of hearts or whatever, 9 third. I mean, East might not know that this heart discard is an error. I think I'm going to cash the spade pitching a heart and just reject the heart finesse. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a count on the hand, right? So West is down to 3 hearts and a diamond. They probably would have pitched down to the stiff ace of diamonds at this point. So yeah, we just have a squeeze. I mean, East has pitched their heart. I could play West for have started with 5 diamonds, right, to the ace, but I'm going to play for the squeeze. I think this is the right thing to do. East pitches another heart. Yeah, we're in great shape. West throws a heart. So now a heart to the ace and Jack of Hearts overtaking. Yeah, East made a technical defensive error by pitching a heart from 9 third, and then West was truly squeezed. 140. Finally a board that I'm actually like pretty happy with, but it's been a while. This has not been a good day. We got 11, so everyone's limited to 11. All up in a heart. Partner bids 2 hearts. This is not the time for 5-5 come alive. We have a bunch of wasted honors in our short suits. I mean, not necessarily wasted, but King Queen Doubleton is like almost the same as King Doubleton. We would much rather have that Queen of Spades in the club or heart suit. We're just going to let this one go. Unfortunately, the opponents didn't balance. Partner just has a 3-card limit raise. Look at that. But is it even enough? I mean, with the 7 of clubs lead, this is probably a Doubleton, right? We will stick in the 10. Ace of clubs. So West should play the 5 on this trick, and I'm going to feign as if West has led. Ooh. There's no way I can confuse the opponents on this lead agreement. I was normally thinking, oh, well, if the opponents are playing 3rd and 5th, then I could play the 3 of clubs and feign like West has led the 7 from Jack 8, 7, 5. But the opponents lead 4th best. There's just nothing I can do. They're always getting a heart rough. I mean, fortunately, we've ended up at a relatively low level, but it might not even be enough. Yeah, here comes the club rough. Ace of diamonds. All right, what's the plan in the heart suit? I'll lead a heart. East plays low. Okay, now what? I mean, you might think, well, let's just play the Jack of Hearts. There's no way West would lead a Doubleton with King, Queen, 3rd of trumps, right? You would be incorrect. The robots will lead Doubletons no matter what. So I don't think I can just take 2 heart finesses. West cashed the ace of diamonds when they got in. Cashing the ace of diamonds is a weird play. That kind of reeks of someone who just doesn't have a ton of honors. Like if West is looking at not much in hearts and not much in spades, which we know they're looking at not much in spades, then maybe they're afraid of the ace of diamonds going away. Like if they switch to a spade and we happen to have ace king of hearts, we win, we cash the ace king, dropping their queen doubleton. I mean, if they have queen doubleton, it doesn't matter what I do on this trick. I guess I am going to take two hooks. I think it's percentage. And yeah, it just kind of doesn't feel as if West is the one with a bunch of like if West had the king queen of hearts, they may well have just held on to the diamond ace. I think if West had the king of hearts, they may well have held on to the diamond ace and just waited for further developments. Like for all they know, cashing the ace of diamonds has set up a discard for a spade loser in my hand. Maybe it was important for them to switch to spades, right? I'm taking the hook. All right. Made two. Well, we went plus. So that's good. I don't know why partner treated their 3-card limit raise as just a 2-heart bid. I mean, they were 4-3-3, but ace, king, king. Some decent spot cards, 10, 9 of clubs, 9 of spades. Don't know about that one. Board 12, we're almost halfway there. I feel like I'm blitzing through this set today. 2 diamonds past 3 diamonds. We have 16. That is an uncomfortable number of points to just pass. It's also kind of an uncomfortable heart suit to overcall 3 hearts. Partner could have made a takeout double if they had anything over 2 diamonds. I don't think we can make a takeout double. Partner's just always betting spades, and while it's possible we could find a 6-2 spade fid, I think that's asking for a bit much. So it's either 3 hearts or pass. I don't think I would feel all that bad about thinking for a while at this point if I was playing in real life, because if we think for a while and pass, partner's barred, but you know, partner had the ability to make a takeout double of 2 diamonds already. Like, partner really shouldn't be acting anyway in balancing seed, especially when we're the one with all of the missing values. So I don't think barring partner is either hurting our side or somehow gaining an unfair advantage when we want the auction to just go 3 diamonds all pass. Like, the rules are definitely catered in a way that you could take advantage of this. Like, if you have a hand that is super weak here and you're just like, oh, I really hope partner doesn't balance, then you could take advantage of the rules and think for a long time and pass 3 diamonds and partner's barred. But I don't think we're doing that here, because like we have a serious problem to think about, and also like we would kind of prefer if partner acted in balancing seed if they had anything. So kind of for that reason, like I think it's okay if we were playing this in like a real event to spend a moment to think, even if our eventual decision is to pass. Which is something that's in the back of my mind all the time when I'm deciding, when I'm coming up with decisions, is like, how much time do I actually have before I violate active ethics? And here, I don't think we have an issue. So, given that we have time to think, which has nothing to do with us playing a robot tournament, do we want to bid 3 hearts, or do we want to let this one go? If partner has a heart fit, I think we want to bid 3 hearts. And so maybe our decision probably should come down to that ultimately, because we're pretty likely to get a diamond lead. So we're going to have 1 diamond loser regardless of where the ace is. I guess that's not entirely true against these opponents. I see the robots just being terrified of leading away from aces because it could blow a trick. So they never lead their partner's suit or suits that are bidden raised, because when they have any honor, when they have the king, when they have the ace, I mean, sometimes they do it, but it's very rare. So maybe I shouldn't assume we have 1 diamond loser, but let's just, for the time being, say 1 diamond loser. The club king's on side. We have a club loser, spade loser. If partner has queen third of hearts, we're down 1. They might double us. That would be bad. But maybe partner has more than just queen third of hearts. Maybe partner has queen jack third. Then we have an entry for the club finesse as well, which we might not have been able to take on our own. East 3 diamond bid doesn't necessarily show values. I mean, it could just be, it says 4 to 16 total points. Do I think it's likely that East has something? Yeah, I think they probably have somewhere in on average, 8 to 10 high card point range, but that's still going to leave partner with some stuff. I think I'm going to bid 3 hearts. If partner raises to 4 hearts, that might be bad, but maybe 4 hearts down 1 is still better than 3 diamonds making. How many tricks do I expect to take against 3 diamonds? I don't think the king of diamonds is a defensive trick. So maybe 2 clubs, a heart, and a spade. And then whatever partner has. Maybe 3 diamonds rates to go down. And 3 hearts also rates to go down. I don't know. Partner with queen jack of hearts, king of clubs. Let's bid 3 hearts. I think the field's gonna bid 3 hearts. So let's just do it. Let's get our aggressive match point action in. Partner raises. I was hoping not to see that, but we do hit the jackpot. A little bit too good. Oh no. Wait a second. Wait a second. Partner just has a takeout double of 2 diamonds, but on top of that, partner has a cubed of 4 diamonds. Partner has a monster. We did get the ace of diamonds lead, by the way. East probably has queen doubleton, I guess, is what's going on. A heart switch. Maybe hearts split badly. Man, this is really unfortunate for us, isn't it? That, why did West not continue? Oh, West thinks their partner has 3 of them. Yeah, because the 3 diamond bid shows the law 3 or more diamonds. So they didn't think a diamond was okay. Well, anyway, maybe hearts split poorly. I mean, it looks like no one's getting to game on this, but no one's getting to slam. What was 3 diamonds? Oh my. What a bid from East. East is a monster. I love this. But what were they thinking? What was 3 diamonds? I have never seen the robots do that. That's crazy to me. Wow. I mean, this is kind of a reason why making a takeout double with the north hand is somewhat important. We were close to passing 3 diamonds with our hand. I think it's very close. Whereas if partner made a takeout double, at least we would get to the heart game. Maybe we would get higher, but it's going to be hard to get to slam. I mean, I actually don't think it's hard to get to slam once we choose to overcall 3 hearts. Partner basically has a slam force. If we have a diamond control, which they might expect on an auction like this, we have no heart losers, we have no spade losers because we must have the spade ace for our bid, given that our hearts are so weak, and we must have the club ace for the same reason. Now, that doesn't mean we have no club losers, but we're getting pretty close to making a slam, you know? King, sixth of hearts, ace of spades, ace, queen of clubs, and we're cold, and that would be a, what is that, 13 count? I mean, we have to have at least that much for the 3 heart overcall, right? Yeah, partner really dropped the ball on this one, but that's been happening all event. We need to have a talk with them afterwards about what to do when your partner shows a monster hand and you have an undisclosed strong no trump over there. I know it's only 14, but pass. We got a 14 count, so oh no. Is this even a good 13 to 15? Or good 13 to 17? I don't know if this qualifies as a good 13. It's a 14 count. You know, on top of all that, I think some of the field will open a club and some will open a heart. It's going to be real bad if the auction goes 1-no, 3-no. We just do not have a source of tricks anywhere. I mean, the 10 of hearts is a nice card. Alright, let's open no trump. I'm gonna regret this instantly. Well, no, I'll pass. Partner hits with a 6 count. Okay, and we get a heart lead. To the queen? To the queen. Okay. Well, now I feel better about our decision. I mean, it looks like we'll get to no trump anyway, but the fact that we got a heart lead is actually pretty nice. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to win and lead the queen of spades. It's probably going to hold, and then we'll continue knocking out spades, right? I'm not worried about them continuing hearts. I guess I'm a little worried that I have to make a lot of discards when I play hearts. Dummy's gonna have to make a lot of discards, that is. We don't have a quick way to get over to the king 10 of spades. Like, maybe if we can get someone to scoop up the diamond queen, but I don't think they will. What if instead of working on spades at trick 2, I lead the queen of diamonds? Then it's actually going to be a lot harder for them to duck. Maybe that's the plan. Win the ace of hearts. Lead the queen of diamonds. Someone's going to win this trick. Probably with the king. And I don't think they're going to play back diamonds from either side. So they'll probably return a heart. I can then cash 4 hearts, pitching, let's say, a club and a diamond from dummy, and then go queen of spades, jack of spades. Or, you know, lead the queen of spades and then cash 4 hearts, pitching a club and a diamond from dummy, and then go jack of spades, and eventually get back over there with a diamond. I guess they'll play on clubs at that point, but I will have scored... Well, anyway, I think I actually like that plan. It looks like there might be a little bit of a decision to make at a later point in time, but I don't think it works out any worse than just leading the queen of spades immediately. Like, even if they take the ace of spades, do I really want to overtake the jack and set up the 9? Some percentage of the time. I mean, sometimes the 9 falls. Like, if I lead the queen and West has the ace, maybe they win the ace immediately. Okay, I don't know. It does feel kind of close. I like the idea of leading the diamond queen, but I'm going to be showing off a lot of my high card points. Granted, the opponents think that I have more values than I do. So you know, they'll probably place me with a club honor that's not just the jack. Yeah, this idea of pitching both a club and a diamond from dummy does uncomfortably shrink my club holding. So if clubs are 4-2, they can set up an extra club trick pretty easily. Maybe I pitch a diamond and a spade from dummy. Okay, anyway, queen of diamonds. This is the plan, right? We've decided. Okay, West wins the king. East plays the 7. Continues a heart. Win the 10. Queen of spades. Okay. So we're kind of at the crossroads. I think we do pitch a diamond on the king of hearts. And then we play another heart. West throws a club. I mean, I suppose technically if I pitch a club and lead the jack of spades, that might just hold. So having the extra long spade and dummy doesn't necessarily help me all that much. But this club discard makes me a little bit more comfortable pitching a club. Now, if West is pitched from a 4-card club suit, then yeah, I think I'll pitch a club, actually. Jack of spades. East takes the ace. Play a club to the king. Ace of diamonds. And now we're in good shape. We got the rest. Okay, 120. Feels all right. I mean, the heart lead was helpful, and East putting up the queen was helpful because that kind of clarified everything. The defense, I don't think they could have done better. I think we legitimately had 8 tricks available to us after that queen of diamonds play. I mean, I guess they could have ducked the queen of diamonds, but again, that's just like a really hard play to make, right? And it might not even have been good enough on this lie of the cards with clubs 3-3. The 9 of spades did come down, but it didn't end up mattering. Okay, I feel all right about that hand, but the set still overall, I mean, this has felt a lot like day one to me, but I think a lot of our bad boards are going to be much worse than on day one. Board 14. East opens a heart. We have a pretty normal takeout double. A spade, 2 spades is natural. So spades are 5-4-4 around the table. Do I want to play in a game? No. Oh, God. Like, it's this again, isn't it? They say 5 or more spades, 10 or more points. But, partner could just have a random 6 count with 2 queens and 2 jacks, right? I don't know about these free bids in response to takeout doubles. I have no idea what partner has anymore. I think the field passes. So, or maybe the field doesn't even understand that two spades is natural and they try and bid three clubs or something. I mean, that might vault them into a spade game. Or maybe they'll play three clubs in a 4-1 fit. I guess either or. All right, what does partner have? Let's say partner actually has their bid. So they have ace jack, fifth of spades. I don't know why West bid one spade with four small. That doesn't make any sense. But maybe West just has 6 high card points and 4 small spades, and they're like, well, I got to respond to partner's opening bid. There's a takeout double. It's not like partner has another chance to act. What if a heart double passes out? I got to get my spade suit in there. 4 to the 6. Okay, partner has ace jack, fifth of spades. And let's say the ace of diamonds, and partner's like 5. There were no heart bids. Partner's like 5, 4, 2, 2. So we have a diamond loser, a heart loser. But then we can probably just cross ruff the entirety of the hand. West could get in once to play a round of trumps, but that doesn't really prevent the cross ruff at all. I mean, 4 spades just looks like a pretty good spot opposite a lot of these holdings. Oh, man. I guess I'm going to bid it. I mean, I could like bid 3 spades and shift the blame back to partner, but the singleton heart is huge. All these spade cards are pretty nice. Of course, partner has a bunch of wasted hearts. I mean, what do you do with this hand? You just double spade to show spades. Force the opponents to do something. Amazing. Small club lead, huh? Well, I guess we're going to be down 1. We should be able to ruff 2 hearts. Lose a heart and 3 diamonds. This kills me. Okay. I mean, I guess we could like... Yeah, there's no way to play to make this. Even if we get 3 club tricks somehow, we still have to deal with all the heart losers. We just need to win the ace of clubs and lead a heart. Heart to the jack. East wins the queen. But we should be able to ruff both the other 2 hearts. Can ruff a club, ruff a heart, ruff a club, ruff a heart. Pull trumps and eventually lose 3 diamonds. No, dude. Come on. I just... I paused to like look at the card for a second too, and just like West had under ruffed. Oh my god. It's just one of the... I mean, I could have just claimed a while ago. Now I'm going to claim down 2. I could just claim down 1. East never bid again. 7-4 with a spade void. Guess it makes sense. What a disaster. I mean, I really hope that minus 100 versus minus 50 wasn't a huge deal. Like, I mean, I should have just hit the claim button. This was silly to play the hand out because you can just misclick like this. I am super hot in the room, and I think that is massively affecting myself right now. I don't know what to do about this. I'm going to open a door for like a minute, and I'm probably going to cut this out of the video. God, what a nightmare. I mean, I think the good thing is we're having such a terrible set that like this is not going to affect us winning the event, but we're not doing very well. This is the culmination of back to back to back bad scores over and over again. 16 count here. This looks like a pretty normal hand to reverse. I guess I'm gonna do that. I think the field is weak enough that once they reverse, they're just going to bid 3-0, and they're not really going to have anywhere else to go. And that might be where we end up as well, but I think there's a decent enough chance that we might reach a slam on this hand if partner has the right fits and clubs or hearts. So we'll start with a club. Partner bids a spade. I will reverse. It's not great that partners bid spades, but I think our hand's a little bit too good to have just treated as a strong no trump and opened a no trump. Partner bids 2-0, weak. Okay, so I think we're supposed to bid 3 clubs. 3 diamonds supposedly shows this. I think we're just supposed to bid 3 clubs. Maybe we play there. Partner shows a weak hand and then bids 3-0, which supposedly doesn't show like a slam try anywhere. I think for most people, this Liebensaal auction would show a slam try and clubs. But I guess we're going to let it go. I don't really know what partner's doing. We get the king of spades lead. Incredible. Okay. And the ace of spades. Wonderful. I think I start getting rid of clubs. I mean, to set up the club suit, I would have to duck at least 1 round, and there's just not enough time to do that, I don't think. Hopefully this is like ace king jack 5th or something silly that East has led from. I don't know what East is leading from. I really hope it's not ace king 3rd. That would be pretty bad. But yeah, I think we ditch clubs, and it does not look too likely that the king of hearts is on side, does it? East having turned up with ace king of spades already, but we'll see where it goes. Queen of spades, great. Okay, so East had a natural 2 spade bid over 1 spade, and they chose not to make it. This is just going from bad to worse. I think this time everyone's going to be in the same contract, but what's my plan? So they're going to take 6 tricks, and I have 6 tricks. The king of hearts has to be offside, so I guess I'm going to play for a red suit squeeze against West. So let's pitch all of our hearts. Keep the ace king 3rd of clubs. This is unbelievable. I mean, ace king queen jack 6, you just bid 2 spades. You know, the opponents shouldn't be in 3-0. I think we should be in 3 clubs for what it's worth. All right, heart comes through. So let's try and run the diamonds. I have not been counting the diamond suit. Am I supposed to take this finesse? No, right? We'll just go ace king of clubs, and maybe West is squeezed here. I really have not been counting, but it looks like the 7 of diamonds is high. Minus 200. The diamonds didn't break, but I think West pitched a diamond at some point, right? Yeah, West pitched a diamond here. So I don't think us playing for the squeeze gained us any match points there at the end. Unfortunately, I think the field will just also hop up with the ace of hearts and hope the diamonds run after they see the diamond discard. Okay, we gotta refocus. See if we can salvage like a 50 or something. This has just been an awful day. A diamond pass a spade. We got 14 count. Well, I know the field overcalls 2 hearts. I think 2 hearts is a pretty bad bid in general on these sorts of hands. It's just way too easy for the opponents to get you when they've opened the bidding and responded. It can be important. I mean, ace, king, 5th of hearts, like this is a hand where I think at imps you would definitely overcall 2 hearts. At match points, it's close because this is a spot where a heart lead against 3 no trump could be really important to beat the contract. I mean, that's the reason you do it at imps. But also just like a heart lead in general against part scores could be important. Whereas at imps, it's going to be less valuable to get that heart lead. You know, you convert minus 110 to plus 50 and you're like, okay, great, but that's only 4 imps as opposed to against the vulnerable game where you have to get the hearts going. And of course, like the downside is that if they do go after you, which doesn't happen in weak fields, so this is kind of why people have grown accustomed to overcalling on hands like this at match points. Like no one doubles you in a weak field, and so you can just get away with murder by overcalling on terrible suits and really flat hands like this that have no offensive potential. So I do think the field is going to overcall 2 hearts. I just don't really see where we're going with that bid. Sure, partner might have a heart fit, but like, is getting to 3 hearts even good? We might just do better on defense. I don't like the position of the diamond king, but that kind of cuts both ways. So I think I'm just going to let this go, and we'll see where the opponents end up. 2 diamonds, 2 no trump. Well, this isn't ideal because the 2 diamond bid should be a 6-card suit, and it looks like they have a ton of diamond tricks. And now I don't know if I'm supposed to lead a high heart or a low one. I mean, I'm going to pass. I think West probably will also. 3 hearts. Wait, showing 4 hearts. Hold on. What? I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. 3 hearts. Huh. 3 no from East. There's no way 3 hearts shows 4. There's just... This is not how bridge works. I mean, I think I've seen this before, but I don't think this is the accurate description. I feel like robots have done this before when they just have like queen third or something. I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to lead a low heart. It was queen fourth. Man, that's disappointing. It appears we don't have a good lead. The 7 of diamonds holds. So East had 3 of them, huh? You gotta love the robots taking the percentage play. Diamonds are more likely to be 2-2 than 3-1, so... That's just kind of incredible to me. Alright. Partner pitches a spade. Partner had pitched a club on the previous trick. 6 of spades, 2 of clubs. So what does East have for this no trump invite? It's 11-12 in their system. East has turned up with no high cards and diamonds, just the jack of hearts. And they're missing another... So out of the 20 high card points in spades, we have 10 of them. So East has to have all of the missing high cards. They have to have the ace, king of clubs, and the king of spades. So that means I should just cash the ace, king of hearts. There's... Like, if I switch to clubs, they'll just win the ace, king, pitch a heart, cross to the spade ace, run the diamonds, and it's very possible that they have the jack of spades as well, and that they they just play back to the king of spades and drop my queen doubleton for a second over trick at that point. We might even get triple squeezed or something like that if we can't get a count on each hand. So we'll just cash the ace king of hearts and then go home. Sure. They didn't have the jack of spades, so it looks like we would have been okay if we didn't cash out, but yeah, if we lead the 10 of clubs at trick 1, which might have been an alternative choice at some tables, you give up the same trick. Although, maybe you don't. Maybe the jack of clubs gets overtaken so declare can try the diamond finesse. Yeah, maybe our opening heart lead really blew things. I mean, I'll keep that in mind for next time, but I don't think 3 hearts should show a 4-card suit there. You can't have a heart fit. There's no reason to show 4 of them in this auction. I'll keep an eye out. All right, board 17. We got 26. Is that what I'm counting? Yeah. So 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 no shows our values. I wonder if we should be upgrading even further than that. We don't play Kokish, right? I also don't know what the difference between opening 3 no and opening 2 clubs and then rebidding 3 no is. Let's open 2 clubs. So 3 no is 25 to 27. It's like the same type of hand as a 3 no opener. 2 hearts is not Kokish. Is 4 no more than that? 4 no is 28 to 30. I mean, it's only a 26 count, but we have no jacks. And aside from the ace-king doubleton of hearts, all of our honors are working. We're missing a 5-card suit, though. Let's just bid 3 no. Partner bid's quantitative. I'm happy to accept. Now, I think all of our 6-level bids are going to show 5. 5 no doesn't say pick a slam, so there's no way. What are 5-level bids? Also showing 5. It's not helpful. I guess I'll bid 6 no. Looks like the field might get here. I'd really like to investigate a 4-4 club fit. I mean, this feels like one of these hands where if I can get a heart ruff in my hand, that might be the extra trick we need, or spade ruff and dummy. 2 spade ruffs and dummy. Let's bid 6 no. Yep. If only there was a way to get to clubs. Apparently that's just not possible. It would have even been right-sided. I opened 2 clubs. If I bid 5 no and partner bids 4-card suits up the line. Well, I mean, this might still make. The spades could come home. Maybe this is even percentage at match points to be in 6 no. I would definitely prefer to be in 6 clubs, but maybe that's just the mindset. Or maybe that's just the weak field mindset, where in a weak field, just getting to slam as long as it makes tends to give good results. All right. Let's win the king and lead the king of diamonds. They take the ace. They play back a diamond. I'm gonna lead the queen of spades and try and get a count on the spade suit. You know, it's actually kind of interesting here. One thing you can do against real life opponents who are not going to be as honest as the robots when it comes to carding and signals is you could lead the queen of spades, get them to commit to whatever sort of like false card signals or whatever they do, and then you can cash all 4 clubs, which is probably what I'm going to do. And so you lead the queen of spades, right? And it's going to go like something, something, something. And then you lead, say, the king of clubs out of hand next. And the robots are probably, or not the robots, your human opponents are probably going to be in the same mindset that like they want to give multiple false card signals back to back because it looks more convincing. If you only false card in one suit, your count, declarer is going to know, if they're paying careful attention, what's going on. They're not going to figure out what's happening, but they'll know someone has lied to them. And so then they might be able to figure out who's lying. Whereas if you both false card in the same suit in the same way, or two different suits in the same way, declarer might think you're both being honest because the count signals will look believable in all of the suits. So let's see what happens. 6 of spades was not what I wanted to see from West. East plays the 7, so it looks like spades are in fact 4-2. Let's run the club suit. East pitches a spade. That doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. That makes me think West started with 4 of them, although they have turned up with 4 clubs, so... Anyway, let's continue running clubs. Okay, East has pitched 2 spades now, so we're good. East started with 5 of them, so I don't know why East played the 7 on the first round, but nice false card. 990. The 6 clubs does make if you pull trumps. And I think you probably would. You'll probably also get the singleton spade lead. So, well, I mean, fine result, but it does look like the field might get there. Board 18, we got an 11 count. So this is, I think, a perk of the best hand format where we don't really need to open this hand, and I think it's probably best if we don't, not at these colors. If we were favorable, maybe opening would still be worthwhile, even though we know we don't have a game and we know that we might get overboard if we get to 2 no trump. But vulnerable, this hand has very little playing potential. If partner can't, say, preempt in 4th seed or something, I just don't think we have the tricks available to make much of anything. So I'm just going to pass this one out and hope that that score is okay, or that this happens, the opponents steal the contract from us and we just don't get in trouble. We're much happier to let them play a no trump when we're vulnerable than for us to declare it. 2 spades. We might not have been able to prevent them from playing in spades anyway, but there is a nice bonus to not opening, is that West now doesn't know that we have a lot of the missing high cards. 2 of hearts lead to the king. Okay, we'll win the ace. So partner doesn't have the jack and 10 of hearts, which means hearts are 3-3 between ourselves and our partner. Or West has 6 hearts and decided to rebid 2 spades, but I don't think that's what's going on. So I think what I want to do is cash a second heart and play a low spade. I mean, I don't really want to cash the second heart, but it could be important if, I mean, for one thing, if partner's getting a ruff, then it would be important. And secondly, I guess in the rare chance that declare has like ace-king doubleton of diamonds, they might be able to ditch their heart loser, but they can't really have, they can't really have all of this. So let's just switch to a spade now. Like if I go queen of hearts and a low spade and the 9 wins, declare can ruff the heart suit good, and then the king of clubs is an entry, and I really don't want that. Okay, low spade. Look at that, the 9 wins. Okay. Diamond to the ace. Diamond to the king. We're gonna need partner to play a heart. That was not a heart, partner. That was really not a heart. Oh, declare had a club loser anyway to ditch. Fair enough. We'll play back the jack of diamonds. Oh, look at that. Partner with all of the trump cards. This went great. Down 2. Yeah, that was a pretty big error, right? From Declare. They pitched the club instead of the heart, and I had the heart entry. Also, why did they hop up with the King of Hearts at trick one instead of ducking around to the jack? It wouldn't have mattered, but that was insane. Okay, well, this was good defense, and we got all of our tricks after a bit of a botched attempt from Declare. Like double dummy, their line of play didn't matter, but there was no way partner was going to underlead their club to our 10. Okay, 14 count here. We get to open no trump, 4-4 in the majors. Partner has forgotten to bid Stamen. That's okay. If we opened a club, I wonder where we end up, because unless the opponent's overcall, we might end up in a club. He had the 10 of hearts lead. I guess we're going to... Let's play low at trick one. If East plays an honor, I mean the jack on this trick, then I'll probably win. I probably win it anyway. And just go ace and a spade. Try and set up a spade trick. We don't have a lot of tricks, but fortunately this time we're not vulnerable. Okay, East does play the jack, so this is kind of what I was hoping for. 10 of hearts could be queen 10-9, or 10 of hearts could be 10-9. We would need to decide what to do on the second round if we led towards the king 7. But I think for now, let's just go ace of spade spade. Try and set up a spade trick eventually. Spades could be 4-1, but sometimes there's a singleton honor. All right, ace of spades and a spade. He switches to the 9 of clubs. I guess I'll cover that one. A low heart. Okay. All right. I think we go King of Hearts heart now. I don't really see West continuing the 2 of hearts from the queen 9 remaining. Really? Oh no. See, I'm going to play a spade. East is going to get in and put a club through, and West is going to have all the hearts. But I think East has the queen of hearts, so West led the 10 from 10-9 third. All right, let's play heart. Jack of clubs. So when 9 of clubs, 10 queen, and now East is switching to the jack. I think East has the missing spade honor, but I'm not certain about that. It looks to me like East has the diamond ace, which I guess is good news. Kind of. I'm tempted to duck this. That doesn't help if East has the diamond ace. East will just continue the suit. Yeah, maybe there's no good solution to this problem. I guess I'll play the king. Oh, West has the missing spade honor. Club comes back. Okay, good defense, guys. Now I get the king of diamonds. Well, that was tough. But did we do better than opening a club? I guess that's the only real question there. I think the answer is no. We scored two hearts. We scored a diamond and a spade, and you're going to get all of those tricks in a club contract. If the defense isn't careful, maybe you end up scoring a club as well. All right, -3, -150, down 3. Pass, 2 hearts, board 20. Gonna round out the set. Still got 5 hands to play, but hate to tell you guys, this is not going to be the win. I don't think it's even going to be close. We'll probably fall out of the top 10 with today's session. We have 17. Can I count? 16. Pass, 2 hearts. I mean, I think that just passing in tempo is probably the right thing to do here. I don't really know, though, because what's the point of passing in tempo? Partner's going to reopen double, but I think we're going to bid 4 spades over that. I don't think we're passing out 2 hearts doubled. And if we're not passing out 2 hearts doubled, we should probably just show our values by overcalling 2-no. If partner has anything, they'll bid Stamen, and we get to 4 spades anyway. So maybe there's not much going for a pass. How many tricks do we think we're taking against 2 hearts? So let's say partner does reopen double, because if they do, we're pretty comfortable bidding 4 spades, and we hope that that contract makes. So if partner has some stuff, let's say the ace of clubs and ace of diamonds, let's just give them those 2 cards to be friendly. We have 2 clubs, we have a diamond ruff, we have a heart, we have 2 spades. How many tricks is that? 7 tricks is 500. Yeah, I think we should just bid 2-no. 3-no. Get the king of diamonds lead. I mean, we probably could have seen a diamond lead coming, but that's okay. So we should have 5 clubs. Although not if East has Jack 4th, I guess. 5 clubs, 3 spades, and a diamond is 9, which means I can duck the opening lead. If diamonds are 6-2, I could technically lead towards the Queen of Hearts at the end of play. I think that's probably going to be the plan. Let's just duck the opening lead, win the second diamond pitching a heart, play spade to the ace in case it's stiff jack, but I don't think that's happening. And then cash the king of clubs and hope West doesn't show out. Run all of our black suit cards ending in dummy and lead a heart up towards the queen. If we duck 2 diamonds, West can switch to hearts and they just cash their 9 tricks, or then we'll only get 9 tricks, which is what we started with. So I think we should duck 1 diamond. King of diamonds, queen of diamonds. East played the 2. All right, spade to the ace, just in case. Not today. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! No, dude! West pitched a diamond, though, which is at least something. No way. No way. Like, we could have run the 10 of clubs when we were in dummy, but why would we do that? Okay. Actually, now we know that the diamonds don't split, or split 6-2, right? Not just because West pitched one, but because East has turned up with a spade and 2 diamonds already, and 4 clubs and 6 hearts. I mean, they might not have the ace king of hearts, but then would West be pitching a diamond if they had the heart? They would just pitch spades. Man, West started with 6-6 and a singleton heart? That's pretty crazy. Okay, so I think what we do, the queen of clubs holds, and then we play a club to the 10. East will win the jack, and East will be down to just clubs and hearts. If East has the ace king of hearts, if they exit a club, we win the 10 and dummy and lead a heart towards the queen. East will win. They can play back another club. We can overtake the king, play the last club, pitching our spade loser, and then lead another heart up. And East will be down to just hearts. They'll have to give us access to the heart queen and king queen of spades. How many do we go down if West has a... So West has pitched a diamond. If West has one of the heart honors, we play club to the 10, it loses, so that would be a second trick. West would still have 3 diamonds to cash and the heart. We would be down 2. But we can't do better by cashing out at that point because we just don't have any tricks. So yeah, I think this is the plan. So we should still be making this. West pitches a spade, play the 10 of clubs, East wins. East does play the king of hearts, so yeah, we're in good shape now. King of hearts, ace of hearts, and we should be able to, I guess we should be able to claim. No, we'll be able to claim when West shows out on this trick, because now we have a full count on East's hand. Just kidding. BBO hasn't fixed all of the bugs. All right, now we can claim 600. We did have a full count, in fact, once West showed out on the second heart. We knew the club count, we knew the heart count, and we had seen East turn up with 1 spade and 2 diamonds, so this had to be their exact hand. Well, I mean, we win plus. I do feel good about this result, but it's not as if the hand necessarily plays itself, but it kind of does. I think a lot of people might not duck the opening diamond lead, which we weren't doing that to protect against 6-6 in West's hand, but we were doing it for the right reason, to guard against 6-2 diamonds, and we got lucky that diamonds were 6-2. So who knows? I mean, it'll probably be a good score, but not necessarily a top, and it's just way too late for us to make the comeback. Spade from partner. We have a game force. I mean, 4 spades is preemptive. We could just do that to mess with the opponents, like precision style. We know partner's limited to 13. I guess I'll bid 2 clubs. Partner bids 2 spades. I will just bid 4. Could partner have 13 with like a diamond void and 6 spade? Like ace, queen of spades, king of hearts, king of clubs, diamond void. I mean, yeah, I guess. Maybe partner would have raised 2 clubs to 3 with that hand. Maybe they would have rebid 2 hearts with 4 of them. I'm just going to bid 4 spades. Let's not mess around and let the opponents figure out what to lead. And look at that. They've made the wrong lead. Ace of diamonds. 10 of clubs switch. So there's no way this is a singleton, right? There's no way that you would cash an ace and then switch to a singleton. Well, cash an ace when you don't have the king. So how does it help me to duck this trick? I mean, I guess it helps if East is switching the 10 from like King 10 third. Then it would help. It helps if I play East for Doubleton Club, and the first round of spades I lead the king, and East turns up with an honor. Then I could protect against 4-1 spades, because I can take the spade finesse into the safe hand. Whereas if I hop up with the club ace and then go king of spades, East plays the 10 or something, and now I run the 9 into East queen jack 10. It goes jack of spades, club to the king, club rough, and that's not what we want. It's pretty unlikely. I mean, it's possible this is a singleton club if East has a natural spade trick, but then I don't care if they ruff. King 10 third of clubs. Would East really switch to the 10? Would East even switch to clubs with that holding? It doesn't make a ton of sense. They can't see the 9 of clubs in North Sand, so it might just blow up a club trick. Also, ace of diamonds and a club switch is really weird. East might have 4 spades. What do I do if East has 4 spades? There might not be much to do. I guess I would then want to cut communication by ducking around to clubs. Yeah, if I duck the club and West wins and plays one back and the queen holds or something, I can go ace of spades, West drops an honor, spade. I would have to decide if I was sticking in the 9 if he's played low, but yeah, I think that has to be the plan. Like, there's no way. We're just gonna play low. All right, West wins the king. They play back a club. We win the 9. What? It has to be a natural. It has to be a natural. There's no way that you just lead an unsupported ace like this without natural trump tricks. Okay, well, it wasn't, but it turned out to be. Why would you lead ace fifth of diamonds instead of your singleton? That's so crazy. Okay, board 22. Got a 16 count. This time I will open a no trump. I think this one's a little bit anti-percentage, just because we have 5 spades and a singleton heart, as opposed to a singleton and one of the minors. But I think it's not too far off, and this does give me a little bit of separation from the field in terms of how they are going to treat the hand. 1 no, 3 no. We get a diamond. Oh, God. Well, that's... Yep. Yep. They didn't lead a heart. Okay, well... What do I do? I mean, so in 4 spades, you're going to lose a heart, a spade, and you'll take the club finesse. So I think I need to, I need them to not cash the hearts. Obviously, that's step one. We need to set up the spades. So we need to set up the spades and we need them to not cash hearts. I don't really care if I get a fourth diamond trick, right? I mean, it's kind of cute. And like, maybe if we're playing for 100% on this board, like we knock out the spade ace, we hope they just continue diamonds, we hope the clubs work out and they're 3-3 with the queen on, or 3-2 with the queen on side, and we take all of the tricks that way. There's also the possibility that we could decline the club finesse if we got a fourth diamond trick, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to win the diamond ace at trick one and lead the queen of spades. My hope is that by not exposing so many honors from my own hand, they don't know what to do. Even if East wins the spade ace and puts a heart through and it goes queen king or queen ace or something, West might not return a heart because they haven't seen enough from my hand in terms of honors. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's not necessarily sacrificing 4 diamond tricks. I can always finesse the 9 of diamonds later if I want to, but I think this is going to be the start of play. Ace of diamonds, drop the 10, queen of spades. All right, West wins the ace. They play back a spade. All right, let's cash the king of clubs. King 6-4-2. So the 5 of clubs is missing. West could have started with 6-5 doubleton, is possible. Our only entry is in the diamond suit. Do I think that West has the last spade? I think so. I mean, East didn't high-low, but that might have been because East was saving the 9 of spades, thinking it could be important. Okay. If East follows with the 5 of spades on the next round, I might play West for queen doubleton. Or not 5 of spades, 5 of clubs on the next round. I mean, what I could do is I could run the spade suit now, pitching hearts. I would very much rather oh man, things get complicated if I don't pick up the diamonds though, don't they? Because if I don't pick up the diamond suit, then if West gets in with the club queen, West cashes a diamond and my hand kind of gets squeezed. I mean, I know they can just run all of the hearts, but if I dump the queen of hearts, West might be incentivized to switch to hearts. If I pitch a club, then I'm going to lose a heart trick in the end, and so I'll do worse than the players in spades. So I might need to pick up the diamonds right now. East played the 7 on the first round of the diamond suit. That could be the start of a high-low. Okay, I think I'm going to try and pick up the diamond suit, and then try and guess the clubs in the end. I don't need to guess the clubs. If I pick up the diamonds, I could decide to play for the queen of clubs offside. Man, it's just, if I cash 2 diamonds and West shows out and I run the jack of clubs, West is going to cash a diamond, though. I could play a diamond to the queen and run the jack of clubs. All right, let's just expose my whole hand. Let's cash the spades and then cash the diamonds, and hopefully we get a better read on the club suit. Oh, West didn't have the last spade. West pitched a heart. West pitched a diamond. That's good, so we should be able to pick up the diamonds now. At least we went plus. That's a good sign. So yeah, the field in a spade contract at this point would have taken we don't know what the opening lead's going to be against 4 spades. It's very possible that West also leads a low diamond, but they might work out to switch to hearts after getting in with the trump ace. If they don't, though, the field in spades is going to pull trumps and then pitch a heart loser and then run the jack of clubs in this position when they still have trumps. So even if the queen is offside, they'll end up making 11 tricks, which means us making 10 is not good enough. But if the defense cashes a heart, we are going to be able to do better than the field by hopping up with a club ace. I mean, for one thing, it might pick off a queen doubleton. It's either 6-5 doubleton with West or queen 6 doubleton. I think those are the only two likely possibilities. No one pitched a club. East may have pitched a club from 3 small. I don't think East would have pitched a club from queen doubleton. So I think I'm going to take the hook. Yeah, like, why would East know that they need to hold on to 2 small clubs in the send position? I don't think they would. Excellent. 490. Okay, that's a good result. Kind of by accident. Excellent reason for leading 4th best from your longest and strongest. 2 boards to go. We're 6-4. We'll open a diamond. No trump. We'll rebid 2 diamonds. We could pass a no trump, hoping that partner has a doubleton diamond and maybe one of the honors, jack or king. Just gonna rebid 2 diamonds. That's kind of down the middle. Queen of spades lead. Well, let's play low. Jack of spades. We will once again play low. People don't underlead ace, queen, jack, so. All right. Spade to the ace. So we do have 2 entries to take diamond hooks. And I guess we'll use the club entry first. We have fewer cards in clubs, so a little bit less likely that someone has a singleton there, as opposed to the heart suit where West could have 5 hearts, possibly. And I don't really see any reason to do anything other than run the 10 of diamonds on the first round of the suit. So I guess let's do that. Club to the ace, 10 of diamonds. To the king. Club return. Okay. So we could play a heart to the king and a diamond to the 7, right? Like, that's going to work. No one false cards by winning the king there from... I mean, maybe they do from King Jack Doubleton, but why would they? They know that we're just going to take another finesse on the next round. But that removes the possibility of playing for, say, Honor Doubleton of Hearts in West's hand. And I don't think it costs us too much to cash the diamond ace. If West shows out, we should still be able to play the ace of hearts, a heart to the king, and another heart up to the queen. As long as East doesn't have a singleton heart, then we can just exit a 4th round of hearts and we'll have a trump, not a trump coup, but like they'll be unplayed into leading trumps for us at the end of the hand. I don't think it's all that likely that hearts are 4-2 and that we're going to want to pick off the Jack 4th or 10 4th in East's hand, but it is percentage. And we still don't really know what the diamond split is. So I don't really want to give up on that small extra chance to do a bit better than the field. All right, West follows. So we can pull the last trump. Okay. Is it ever possible that someone's getting squeezed in clubs and hearts, in which case we could play the last diamond now? Because while technically it doesn't hurt us from a double dummy perspective, if we do go ace of hearts, heart to the king, and an honor shows up, and then we play low to the 9 and West wins, we do want to have trump control so that West doesn't cash an extra trick at the end. So West has turned up with 2 diamonds, 4 spades at least now with that 8 of spades. It's starting to sound like West might have had 5 spades. No, East played the 9, right? So West started with Queen Jack 10 8 and maybe whatever the missing spot card is. So 4 spades, 2 diamonds. They can't have 5 clubs and 4 hearts. And I guess neither can East. So yeah, let's just go Queen of Hearts, see if they give us a count signal. Queen 6 2 8. 9 3. Okay. Looks like West gets the last trick. 110. Last board, and then we'll see what the damage is. I mean, I am not feeling too hopeful, but I've been wrong before. I was wrong on day 1. This just does not feel like it was a good set. Pass a club from East. I mean, I think the normal thing is to just overcall spade and rebid spades at our next opportunity. We could choose to treat the sand as a preempt. I mean, that might be a little bit more effective in real life than in this event where everyone's limited to 12 high card points. You know, partner's a passed hand, and it's pretty unlikely we have a game. I'm just gonna bid a spade, though. Apparently we have a game. I guess we'll find out. That is actually a perfect hand. Thanks, Pard. All right, Queen of Clubs gets covered. Let's win the ace. Any hopes of an 11th trick? Let's think about that. I don't think so. So East opened a club. Let's pull some trumps. West pitches a diamond. And a heart. I'm going to try and duck a diamond. Okay, I was hoping West might try and win this trick. East wins the jack. Cashes the ace. Yeah, plays back a diamond. We can't even ruff both clubs and then run the spades to see if they make an error. They really shouldn't, because if we had 3 clubs, we wouldn't, like, start running spades. Okay, I don't see anything to do. They get a heart trick at the end. Wow, West had spade, void, a lot of stuff. I think West maybe should bid over 4 spades there. Well, hopefully I'm not kept in suspense for half a day after finishing the set. I would like to see the results, but I am feeling pretty down about our chances. How do we do? Yeah, that's way too much red. 62. It's too bad. It's too bad. We had a real chance going into the 3rd day. I mean, we started out pretty strong. 3 spades doubled was 100% on the first board. And I wonder if that's because we had strong defense, or if that's because everyone's just bidding 3 no trump after 3 spades comes back to them. Started out pretty good, but yeah, just things did not go our way. Man, even beating 2 spades wasn't good enough on this one. 4 hearts down 1 was a poor result. Not a lot of 90s either. I mean, I guess that's what happens when we get all these 40s and 20s on the scorecard. But we did have 200s, at least so far. That last 3 no trump where we made 6, we picked off the club suit. We knocked out the spade ace and they never played hearts. Was a good result, but it just wasn't anywhere near enough. Board 18, 2 spades down 2 was a pretty nice result. Not opening the 11 count, I think, helped us out a lot, as well as our defense. We did collect all of our tricks, which was good. Oh well. All right. I'm going to have like a little screen wipe here, and we'll get the final overalls once they do come in, but... All right, everyone. We are back. Really disappointing 3rd set, but... want to get this video out, so woke up bright and early to show off the final results. So 62 and change yesterday. That means we're going to average about 68 overall. Considering where things were at the end of the 2nd day, it's probably not going to be a good overall finish for us. You can see lots of players up here in the 70s once again on the final day. That's not that surprising. On day 1, I was a little bit shocked by all of these high percentage scores, but on the 3rd day, a lot of people are going to be swinging a little bit wildly to try and, move their way up the leaderboards, and we see a lot of high 60s as well. So just the 62 is not going to be enough. But this was our set the other day. We still maintain that 100% on the first board. 3 spades doubled. I'm actually a little bit surprised. Kind of want to take a look. What were other people doing? Yeah, we are the only pair that defended 3 spades doubled. There are a couple of 2 no trumps. I wonder how they got there. Oh, they started with a spade. Yeah, actually, maybe part of the reason that we did so well is that people are responding a spade. Okay, here's one who responded 2 diamonds, but this player also could have decided to double 3 spades. I don't know if North would leave it in over a 2 diamond response, but But also 3 no trump down 2, a heart of spade, 2 diamonds, 3 no. Yeah, the 2 club response is a really important one to pay attention to. Had that other 100, 3 no trump making 6, that had me really sweating towards the end of the set. We had another player in 3 no trump, in fact. That's kind of crazy. I'm curious how they played it, but not curious enough to take a look. But lots of pairs and spades, making 4 or 5 on the hand. So, with all that said, those were the percentages, and let's take a look at the overalls. And oh my god, I woke up to all of these congratulation messages today. I was unbelievably upset at our round the other day. And you know, just imagine that one hand midway through where I under-ruffed. If this ended up costing us the win, I don't know if I could have lived this thing down. But wow, I'm very surprised that 68, low 68 ended up being enough to win. We got Alex Perlin down here in 5th place. We got Brad Thur down here in 8th. He's often another commentator with Mark Chen on BBO Vugraph. Leo Lasota down in 12th. Roger Lee in 23rd, and so on down the list. I know an old viewer of the stream, I think he was one of the people who sent me a message, down in 81st, really nice result. Adam Kaplan in 97th, and so on. But very close at the top. 68-26, 68-13, 68-11. I actually think that this is a guy that I played with in St. Louis when I went to play in that regional tournament. If I recall, although we're not friends on BBO, at least not yet. We got Fred P, who was up there either in 1st or 2nd after day 2. He finished in 7th. He must have had a pretty disappointing set as well in the final segment. I don't know where the other player that was towards the top of the list ended up finishing up. Maybe they had a pretty unfortunate day 3 also. Radu 15, this might be Radu Niester, who's a youngish pro player that used to live in New York. He might be in Florida now. Lots of big names at the leaderboard, and look at us all the way up at the top. Amazing. I'm curious where Kai finished. I'm gonna take a quick scroll, and if we don't see him after a few, then we don't want to tarnish his good reputation. All right, I don't see him yet, but he had a couple of amazing days on day 1 and day 2. Looks like, unfortunately, he was unable to close out with a big result. But that's going to wrap this up. I might end up making another video showing off some of the highlights for a little bit of a shorter experience and something if people don't want to watch the whole 10-hour marathon series of this. But I'm really happy now, because I was not happy the other day, in case people couldn't tell at the midway through the video. I was not having a good time. But importantly, we did keep it together and maintained our composure and picked off just enough to barely eke out the victory. So that's super cool. Thanks to all the people who've already congratulated me. I'm sure I'm going to get more of those messages throughout the week. But thanks for watching. And NABC is starting soon. So, stay tuned for all of that coverage. Hopefully that will be pretty enjoyable, and we'll have a good time with that. Take care. Have a great day. See you all next time.